Oh, you like the talkies?
Better than anything in the old world.
Hi everybody, it's Matthew Porter, and I'm bringing you a new video series called The Drafthouse Diary. I've recently snagged myself an Alamo Season Pass, and I plan to bring you a short review from each of my visits to the Alamo from here on out. Not just reviews of the movies, but also reviews of the food, the theater, the staff, the overall experience. And I wanted to start with this episode 0 to tell you a little bit about me, a little bit about movie theater subscription services, and why I chose the Alamo Season Pass. And by the way, I am not affiliated with the Alamo in any way, and this is not a sponsored video. I'm just a fan and a paying customer. A couple of things to know about me if you're going to listen to me talk about movies. I love movies. I have always loved movies, longer than I can remember, probably at least since my sister took me to I think it was 101 Dalmatians. It was definitely a Disney animated feature. When I was tiny and we went to our little local movie theater. I love storytelling, and movies seem to be a way of just going for broke when it comes to storytelling. They take sound and visuals and every trick they can, everything at their disposal to make storytelling more powerful, more immersive. I just can't get enough of movies. Something else to know about me is I love movie theaters. I just love going to movie theaters. I love the idea of movie theaters. Yeah, I watch plenty of movies on my TV and on other devices. There are just too many movies not to indulge in that. But I love movie theaters. There's something special about them. I love leaving my house and going to a place that exists specifically to show and to watch movies and to be with other people who are there for that reason. And I love all kinds of movie theaters, giant, old-fashioned movie palaces, your shopping mall multiplex, little run-down, struggling indie theaters. I love all kinds of movie theaters. A few decades ago now, I went and saw The Commitments at this tiny, grungy, run-down indie movie theater, and it was the perfect experience for that movie. But as you probably know, the last few years have been a rough time for movie theaters. We had a global pandemic, so for the better part of 2 years, movie theaters were either shut down or greatly restricted. And coming out of that situation, they faced hiring difficulties, they faced increased costs on their end. It's been a tough time, and to be honest, there are times when I've been concerned about movie theaters. But now, it seems like movie theaters are coming back. And one thing that I've noticed when it comes to movie theaters adapting to this new environment is they've been promoting movie theater subscription services pretty heavily. Now, these subscription services started before the pandemic and had started to get rolling, but now it seems like they're being promoted by theater chains even more heavily. And by the way, I'm not talking about MoviePass. MoviePass is a different animal because MoviePass was not run by a particular theater chain. MoviePass was an independent organization that would take a certain amount of money as a subscription fee each month and let you see, it might have been unlimited, or there might have been some limits, but essentially let you see a whole lot of movies for that one price. But then MoviePass had to either pay the theaters or make arrangements with the theaters themselves to let you see those movies. I don't know what the expected economics of MoviePass was. It did not work. MoviePass rose and crashed, and now might be rising again. That, I think, has yet to be seen. But there are other places where you can get more informed opinions and information about MoviePass. That's not what I'm talking about today. What I'm talking about are subscription services that are run and operated by movie theater chains. And it seems like every chain of any appreciable size has got its version of a subscription service of some kind. So because I go to the movies a fair amount, I wouldn't mind an excuse to go more often, and I wouldn't mind a way that makes that easier. And because movie theaters, which I do want to see stay around, have been promoting this in a way that suggests that their business model at least indicates this is good for them, I decided I would look into these subscription services. And I quickly determined that the two that I really had to choose between were AMC's Stubs A-List, and the Alamo Season Pass. Now, I thought carefully about the Stubs A-List. The Stubs, it's run by AMC, and Stubs is AMC's general loyalty rewards program. They have a basic tier that's free. For at least a few years, I've been a member of the AMC Stubs Premier. That's kind of the second tier of their Stubs rewards program. And that means that under the Premier, you pay a fee each year, and in exchange for that, you collect rewards more quickly when you visit the theaters and spend money there. And also at the Premier level, the online booking fees that you would get from booking through the AMC app, those fees are waived. Now, AMC also has another tier, which is the AMC Stubs A-List. Now, specifically what you get for the Stubs A-List membership is you pay your fee each month, and for that you can see up to 3 movies a week. Simple as that. And I thought very carefully about whether I would get that Stubs A-List. I go to AMC theaters. I've liked AMC theaters. But in the end, I decided instead to try out the Alamo Drafthouse Cinemas Season Pass. And the main reason for that is, while AMC is a very strong second place in terms of my favorite theaters to go to, the Alamo is my favorite. And it's hard to put my finger on exactly why, but to sum it up, I would say that when I go to an Alamo theater, it feels like I am at a theater that is run by movie lovers, by people who love movies as much as I do. And yeah, maybe I am just being taken in by Alamo's very good marketing, by the vibe that they try to build in the theaters, but that's kind of my point. It feels right when I'm at an Alamo. It is fun to be there. They care about movies. And when I say Alamo loves movies, I don't mean they take movies very seriously like I did when I was in college. And movies aren't something to have fun with. Movies are serious art, and we must watch serious movies and artsy movies. No. Alamo loves all kinds of movies. Yeah, they will show your basic blockbusters that are going to rule the summer and the holiday season. They're also going to show weird indie movies and foreign movies you might not see elsewhere. And they're going to bring back old movies and have special screenings of your favorite old genre movies. And sometimes they have movie parties. Not really my thing, but some people really enjoy adding this whole party and event atmosphere to a movie screening. I could go on, but in general, just the Alamo is a place that seems to be run by movie lovers. It's like huge movie fans somehow got to run a movie theater. I feel like I'm among my kind of people when I'm at the Alamo. AMC, on the other hand, always struck me as a big company that was run by people who were primarily interested in running a big company. The company they chose to run was in the movie theater business, so to run their company well, they had to run their movie theaters well, and generally speaking, I think they do a good job of that. But it always seemed business first and movie was the product. In Alamo, it's we love movies, so let's run a theater. Again, that's just kind of the feeling I get, but that's part of what I'm buying, is the feeling I have when I'm there. So I decided on the Alamo Season Pass. Now, as far as the economics go, on paper, AMC's Stubs A-List seems a little bit better because you do pay that one monthly fee, and the monthly fee in both cases they are slightly different for different regions. More expensive markets might require a higher tier and a higher monthly payment, but the one that covers most of the country, it's about $22 a month for the AMC Stubs A-List, and you get to see those 3 movies a week, up to 3 movies a week, and there's no other fees. So, if you like going to AMC theaters and 3 movies a week is about what you're going to see, that's a pretty good deal. Because over on the Alamo side, again, they have tiers. The one that covers most of the country, including where I live, is $19.99 a month, and for that you can see unlimited movies. You can see unlimited movies up to 1 movie a day, so you can see a movie every single day of the month. However, to use your Alamo Season Pass, you have to book your tickets through the Alamo app on your phone. You can't just go to the box office and get a ticket with your Season Pass. And to book a ticket in the app, you have to pay $1.99 per ticket as the convenience fee for the online booking. So That $19.99 a month for the Alamo Season Pass, it doesn't really give you all the movies you want for that one price, even though that's what Alamo's advertising suggests. It's really, for practical purposes, it turns every one of those movies into a $2 movie, even brand new movies. There are some screenings that are not covered by the season pass, like movie parties, certain special format screenings. There might be an upcharge for that. But basically, any screening that you want to go to, you're not going to have to pay for your ticket, but you're going to have to pay $1.90 something as that convenience fee. So, if you see a lot of movies, if you see 3 movies a week, the AMC might be a better deal financially. But for me, it came down to the fact that I just enjoy going to the movies at the Alamo more. So even if it costs me a little bit more than AMC would, it's going to be worth it for me. And AMC does have foreign movies and it has special screenings and the like, but there are more non-mainstream screenings at the Alamo that suit my taste and that I'm going to take advantage of. So that's why I decided on the Alamo Season Pass. So my plan is, well, I've got the Season Pass. I'm going to be seeing more movies. And when I see them, I'm going to come to you with a review. Oh, by the way, some more stuff about the Alamo. In addition to being a movie theater, it's also a bar and a restaurant. It's disappointing to me that they've trimmed their menu way down, so some of the things that I used to like there are not available anymore. But you can go to the movies there, and you can sit down and you order a meal if you want, and order drinks, and they're brought right to your seat. And you might think that this is not consistent with people who love movies if you're going to be interrupted by servers going back and forth with things. But somehow they're very good at this, and I don't find it really very distracting at all. And that's especially true when you consider the fact that the Alamo has and enforces some pretty good rules about audience behavior. No talking, no texting, no disruptive behavior. It's for people who are there to watch the movie. Well, to watch the movie and to have a drink and maybe a meal. But they're there to watch the movie. And I appreciate that about the Alamo. So when I bring you my reviews, I'll talk about the movies that I see, but I'll also let you know what that theater experience was like. If I have food, I'll give you a review of the food. And in general, I just want to be able to share whatever it is I discover now that I'm going to be going to the movies more regularly, more freely, and we'll see if there are any other perks to the Alamo Season Pass. And by the way, if you happen to like hearing me ramble about movies, you can also check out the Intermillennium Media Project podcast, the IMMP. It's a podcast I do with my son where I introduce him to the movies and TV and books and music that were important to me when I was a kid. I'll have a link to that in the description down below. And if you want to hear these reviews that I'm going to be coming out with, go ahead and click subscribe on this channel. If you liked this video, please click like because it means other people will have an easier time finding it. But most importantly, thanks very much for watching. I'll be back soon with more. And in the meantime, enjoy the movies and stay till the end of the credits.